What's going to happen now in worship is a patchwork piecing together of scripture as well as our reflection and practice. And so we're going to actually begin. This is by way of an experiment, partly to help us as we plan for beginning to return to worship in the fall with hybrid types of worship. And so I'm going to invite you to experiment with me in a bit of interactive worship for a second. You will see in a moment a patchwork quilt, and I'm going to ask you all to look at it. And if you're watching a recording of this rather than being live, or if you're watching without the distraction of Facebook comment boxes, what I'd like you to do is to say aloud or to yourself the answers to the two questions that I'm about to ask. Now, if you are on Facebook Live and know how to use the comment feature, be ready. And between you and me, there's a 7-second lag, so you'll have to watch for that. But as I ask these two questions, I want you, without reading anybody else's answer, this is the key thing here, to write your one-word answers to these questions. So let's put up the screen. Immediate first impression, no thinking or quibbling. What color would you say this quilt is? Go for it. Okay, we have burgundy, we have green, we have blue, we have a rainbow. Clever. Another green. Okay, keep them coming. White. Awesome. Another green. Wow. Burgundy. Go burgundy team. Green team is winning. Paul's now, quote, doing it twice to vote more. That's cheating. Okay, this is wonderful. Now, here comes your next question. And again, immediate impression, don't be swayed by Paul or anybody else. Which shape stands out for you? What shape do you first see? Let's go for it. We've got a lot of votes coming in now for multicolored, but green is okay. So Margaret sees a star, somebody sees a pinwheel, another star, 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 lots of stars. Okay, the stars are winning. Awesome. Not that it is a contest, because you're all right. There is green in there, there is white, there are multiple colors, there are stars, there are pinwheels, there are squares. What you've just shown is that we all see the world just a little bit differently from one another. And I always find it amazing when I get down to the details of a quilt, how many colors there are that go to make up the one that stands out for you, and how many shapes and how many stitches it makes or takes to make a functional, beautiful quilt like this. I've discovered over many years of life on this planet that the same can be said for us people too, and for how we practice gratitude. We're all just a bit different from each other. We perceive the world and we express our gratitude in slightly different ways from one another. And yet when we do that together, we contribute to the whole, we create a pattern of beauty, and we increase its beauty and function in the world. So that's the metaphor or the image that I'd like you to keep in mind as we continue to use it to create a patchwork quilt of gratitude together in conversation with the biblical witness, with a couple of other of our voluntary associate ministers at Cedar Park, and also with the Midrash group.